My next guest played Sian Powers in Coronation Street for, just under 3 years, but behind the scenes, Sacha Parkinson was suffering from crippling endometriosis. It's a condition that affects 1 in 10 women. She's talking to us now about that, hoping to help other people, and Dr Hilary is here as well. Great to see both of you. And of course, we remember you from Corrie. Sophie's first very serious girlfriend, I guess. The two of you were going to get married and all went horribly wrong.
It's funny seeing those photos.
I know, and seeing the photos. But while all that was going on, of course, you're such a brave soldier. You were battling with endometriosis and just getting on with it.
Yeah, I didn't really know. I wasn't diagnosed until only a couple of years ago, but the pain is something that I've had ongoing since I was in school, really. But obviously, you're unaware that it's something different to anybody else, so you just kind of tolerate the pain. But yeah, as I've got older, it's gotten worse.
No, it sounds absolutely awful. What sort of symptoms were you getting? Is it like really bad cramps?
So I had excruciating period pains, really heavy periods, bleeding a lot, and then a constant. When I knew there was something wrong, it was just because I had a constant sort of dull ache right at the bottom of my stomach that never really shifted. And also then other things like when you're kind of being intimate with a partner and things hurting, and then that was the endometriosis side of it. But in terms of the cysts which had formed because of it, it was things like when I was lay horizontal and if I coughed or sneezed, I would like immediately crunch up.
So it's there all the time. It was just there all the time, these horrible symptoms. So it was when you were in Los Angeles that it got really bad, didn't it? You had a collapse.
Yeah, so I try and avoid exercise like the plague.
Right.
But I was there, and obviously everyone is super fit, and I was awake first thing in the morning because of jet lag, and I thought, okay, I'm gonna exercise, and I started doing a burpees, which is the most horrendous.
Yes. Hard
movement ever.
Like
I was on the third one and I just dropped to the floor. And I've never had that in my life, so I didn't know what was happening. And I immediately started pumping with sweat and I was boiling.
You poor wee thing.
So I just remember like army crawling from one side of the hotel room to where the bathroom was because it was tiled floor and I knew it would be like cool. And the pain was so bad, like I couldn't even keep still. So I crawled onto the bed and it felt like forever. I imagine it was only a couple of minutes, but I remember thinking, oh my God, no one knows I'm here. I don't know what this is. And then eventually it went, and I knew something was wrong then, so it wasn't until I then got diagnosed and they did the scans and stuff that they said my cyst would have twisted, and that's what
you poor thing. You should have an op, didn't you? And how are you now? Are you all right?
I'm okay. I get a few twinges and the kind of dull ache has come along again, but I'm hoping that's just, I don't know, we'll see. But in myself, I feel great.
Your mum had this, didn't she? And she was incredibly young. She got a hysterectomy in the end.
She did when she was just 24. I know, she was very, very young.
But she looks like your sister. So young.
Oh, she'll be happy with that. She's going to kill me for sending these photos in. But that's because she remembers the pain starting from around 14, 15. Right. And this was obviously like 20 years ago. Was it? I don't know, however many years ago. And so she, just kind of thought it was my periods, and it took that long to get diagnosed, and things have come a long way since then. But at the time, she felt like that was the only option because it was either that or have more children to stop the pain, because like you said before, that kind of helps temporarily.
Anything that suppresses the hormones, which pregnancy does, you've got no history,
But that's so drastic, having to have a hysterectomy.
Deal with it, and she was collapsing a lot. She was like, couldn't get out of bed sometimes because of the pain. She had it really bad. My case is nowhere near as severe. I just want to be clear on that. But
at least you're aware of it now, and if things got worse,
and hopefully more people are.
There's more things we can do now as well.
Absolutely. So there's obviously pain relief, but hormonal treatment can suppress the estrogen, which stimulates the endometrial tissue wherever it is, stops the bleeding, stops a lot of the pain, stops it from getting worse. But also sometimes in more severe cases, surgery to remove the endometrial tissue from fallopian tubes and ovaries, to take away any cysts, improve fertility, because there is an implication for fertility if it's untreated. So, and it's always a balance between having hormone suppressant treatment and delaying starting a family.
Sure.
And then when you want to start a family, you have to come off that treatment and the endometriosis can flare up again. So there's a balance.
But at least now it's all about
Specialist
getting diagnosed quickly, isn't it?
Yeah,
and then
definitely.
having those choices.
Yeah.
And at least being able to make those
Exactly.
informed choices.
And it's really good you're talking about this because it's
great.
Endometriosis Awareness Week.
It is Awareness Month next
Ah,
month, which is
right.
what prompted me to make the post, because I'm quite a
good.
private person. I don't really
Yeah.
ever speak about anything, but I follow a lot of accounts like the Endo Co and Endometriosis UK and the Endo Project, I think, and Lena Dunham, who I absolutely love, and she's suffering with it. So I thought I should just use
That's
this.
great.
Good for you.
And it's the
Good for you.
second most common
I know.
gynecological condition.
I know, and we should talk about it more. We'll put all of the information in our website.
Brilliant, thank
It's been
you.
great to see you.
Thank
I
you
hope you have a
very much.
continued recovery and everything's all right. But at least you know.
Yeah,
And you
I
can
do.
something about it. Thank you.
Thank you
Brendan.
very
Thanks, Hills.
much.
Great to see you.